everybody! Hello and welcome back to OPTV, where we bring you Overpowered anniversaries. Actually, there are a lot of game anniversaries and releases and stuff like that going on, so yeah, we do try to celebrate them as much as possible, and part of that celebration is jumping in and partying with everybody. So that's what we're doing today in Aion. We are jumping in and celebrating the 6th anniversary, which is today. 6 years of Aion today. And we are jumping in. Dun 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 dun. It's probably gonna look really laggy and busy in here because we are in the main city. One of the reasons I changed the time of this. Oh wow! Look at the GMs shouting things out. One of the reasons I changed the time is because even though this afternoon was anniversary stuff and we were going to be all anniversary, the actual GM spawning events and stuff were going to happen now. So between 9 and 10. So I immediately asked if I could change so that we could do 9 and 10 instead. Look at that. Dragons! Sorry, I happen to be someone who loves dragons. I really do. There's the infamous birthday cake that talks to you. I get candle drops and stuff. Come sit around the cake, you know, put the candle on, you get a buff. You get, oh see, so here we've got the buffs already now. Emboldening candle, so gain 2000 DP. Cast times are faster. And this one is triple XP. And this one is drop rate is tripled, so all pretty impressive things, and they last for 4 hours. And Starbuck, I cannot do a Fallen Earth one because Fallen Earth has screwed up my account. I cannot log in to my account, and all attempts to recover it, all attempts to get it to work have failed, and I refuse to make a new account. I loved my character, and the fact that I can't get on the account with her is just not acceptable. So that is why I am not doing a Fallen Earth stream. Woo! Feel the lag! All the people. Oh my gosh, it has been a while since I've been in here. I totally forgot which key allows me to shut off other players. Totally forgot that. Oh, what is that option? I have not had to use it in so long. Let's see if I can find. Block mail from players under level 10. Let's see. Graphics. Do we have one that just says, you know, turns off all players? Oh, I'm on high quality. We may want to actually duck that down a little bit during these events, huh? Except it may say I have to... Yeah, I have to restart the client. Well... Shoot. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, they're all turning into gray ghosts, so... Tomorrow is half-price ice cream cone day at Sonic. Yeah, Alt F4, real funny, haha. And yes, Aion is free to play. They actually have the... I mean, I say they when Aion is an it. This game has the best free-to-play model I think there is. There is nothing that's gated off. Wow. So many people, and this is funny, when you guys have noticed, you're seeing this many people, there are tons that you're not seeing as well. When it gets this bad, that means there are a lot more people that aren't quite showing up. The year that they spawned the big dragon, do you guys remember that? I don't think that was last year. I think it was the year before. That's right. I'm sitting here trying Control F12 and it was not working. Control F12 was not working. And it was Shift F12. That's why. Forget some games do the whole shift thing. So you notice that? Now I've just got the NPCs here with me, and the rest of the people are gone, except look at how many stores are here. Some people are just talking. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful game. I saw a GM announcement. See, last time they spawned the dragon, they actually didn't do it here. The dragon was spawned out here in the outer docks. That was the year I remember fighting the dragon and all the cakes, and then there were like a billion cakes put down and you looted the cake. I wouldn't even be able to loot the cakes because I came into game, guys. I came into game and I have a whole bunch of loot things it like insta gave me so that my bags are completely full again. And I have no way to put this stuff anywhere. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. It's crazy. So yeah, now I've got, I mean, I'd have to get rid of 11, 12. I'd have to get rid of 13 things just to have the regular full inventory. I mean, what the heck? Oh, part of the event, this is a part of the event too. They've actually got portals to the different places. So you've actually got portals in the main cities. This one goes to Umbral Fortress. Where's this one? Rentis Base. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't actually want to go. What the? Hey, little chickadees. So you have that. You have the event that's supposed to be coming on now. Woo, gliding. You have the buffs. They've been doing caption contests and stuff on Facebook and Twitter. People winning stuff. It's a baby chocobo. That's a cute idea. Wow. So yeah, within a few moments of logging in earlier, I was assaulted with bot spam, of course. Alright, I have not seen any announcements. Announcements. People at GM give me mythic armor and PvP all plus 15. Let's see if there's anything I can dump in my Legion warehouse or something.
Have you business with me?
Woo! Look at all the room I've got in my Legion warehouse now. Nope. Oh, there we go. See? Oh, my Sigma stones have broken? Alright, let's see. Look! I managed to get a few slots. Is there a guild for Aion? No, I just have, I still have my friends. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. So much of it's untradeable. Oh, and the special wings that I still can't use till I'm level 16. I'm not 60 yet. My greater running scrolls. Wind scrolls. Awakening scrolls. Recovery crystals. Oh my gosh, so much stuff's not tradable. My aether jellies. Resist magic. Wow, where'd all these stigma support bundles come from? What are they about? Yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna have to open some of those bundles, but I don't know what I can do with some of those bundles. I like this game better than Terra.
A fine day.
I mean, maybe because I played it long before Terra. Maybe because, you know, because it was just first. I wish I could expand more. Cannot be further expanded. Look, I've got like 3 slots there. It shows me, yet it says it cannot expand any further. That's so unfair. In my account warehouse, what I have? Shugo coins. Mithril coin box. My silver medals. Detect enemies in basic stealth. Huh. Crud, so I only managed to... I wonder what's with those... Why do all these look broken? I wonder. I may have to put all my scrolls in there and the army of cocktails. Enchantment stones. Oh my gosh, I have an alt. I have an alt that is nothing but an entire inventory full of my enchantment stones. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm getting all of these major bundles, and that means... I wonder if I open it, can I... Yeah, not enough space in your inventory. I'm still nowhere near having space, and there's no way to expand space. It's crazy. Come on, GM. Come, we want a dragon. Must has dragon. One, two, fight dragons. so for those of you who don't know, actually, I started my work at Massively because of Aion, because I was a deep in the throes of Aion love. And this is my cleric. I have a high-level cleric, not max, because, jeez, is max 65 now? 60, 65? Yeah, I'm still 57. And my assassin is just, she's 56, 57 as well. So I never did max level either of them. But this is a game where there are places where you can fly, and of course you can also glide at some spots. Yeah. No, 57 is my level here on my cleric. Although you guys don't know my age. Age is just a silly number, people. It's not anything to worry about. Aw, come on, don't make us wait through the whole thing. If I'm gonna be really bummed if we end up not having... Look at this. People are coming by the cake, and they're like begging for people to put the candles that do things like the triple XP and everything. Oh my gosh, it reminds me, I've got a cloud mount. I've got pets. This game has a lot of pets. Where are the pets? I don't remember. Where are my pets? Okay, menu. Pet list. Look at all my pets. Here's one of my pets. Everybody meet KFC. She's a cutie. Produces enchantment stones. You feed the pets, they can do things like give you stuff.
Welcome. See you later, I hope.
Who else? Oh, this is one of my favorites. Fuzz Bucket. Is this not the cutest little thing? Look at him! Oh my gosh! Yeah, this place is cute overload on the pets. The anniversary, I don't know, they didn't actually put an ending date, but it was only supposed to be 9 to 10 for the summons. Between 9 and 10, and then the GM would come on and announce it, but... But I haven't seen an announcement lately. It comes in bright yellow across the screen about where the spawns are gonna be. So you got Kermie. Little ribbit. Larry Curly Mo. You guys should meet Larry Curly Mo. Look at this. Alright, groom the pet. Look at that. Give it a little shower. got a golden unicorn, which is a pet with pouch. It means I have all the pets that also include inventory. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I've got a fuzzy little eared, the desert Nada cat, my Ginsu panda. Oh my gosh. See, this is a problem. I don't even have all the pets at all. I love these pets though. Yep, a penguin named Snugs. No, come on! We want summoned monsters! I might just go bug. Sneak over here and... Oh, dang. It's not online. I was totally going to start bugging a dev. Not that I can bug devs. I don't know. I know nothing. I have absolutely no means whatsoever bugging devs. Yeah, I shouldn't really have much of a profile on that because I haven't done anything. Come on! Summon us monsters! That's the whole reason we came in here now! Alright, well, we'll just talk about Aion because 6 years, lots of new systems. So there's the pet system. Oh, this one's really fun. This is like the little mobs in one of the dungeons. Oh my gosh, so many pets. And yes, they're all pretty much of the cute variety. Sorry. Look at that. That people keep shooting off candle buffs. I can't deal with a talking cake right now. Wait a minute, my pet's like turned around. Silly pet. Silly pet. You need to look this way to get your picture taken with the cake. I think my pet has a cold. You see that? He's like sneezing the whole time. Woohoo! There we go. Picture by the David Day cake. Although last year I thought there was a big 5 on the cake. Kind of sad there's not a big 5 on it. Yeah, that thing keeps sneezing. I think it might be allergic to other people. Oh my gosh. Dredgian. I miss Dredgians. Little timed PvP instance encounters. PvE, PvP. Or as this game calls it, PvPvE. Oh my goodness. So, in this game, you've got so much going on. So down here is where the Elios are, Elysia, and you've got multiple areas. So you start off down in Poeta, you move on to Verteron, Eltnan, Huron, Theobomos is in there. This is where we're at, Sanctum. And underneath it, there's the housing stuff. Now, you've also got Asmodee. You've got the skin, the shell, which is Bellaria. So here's Ingison and Gelkmaros. And here's one I'm not familiar with. There's the canyon that goes in between the two. Here's one that I am not familiar with because I hadn't been there. These are the new ones. Levenshore and Cygnia, Enshar. I have not been to those places yet. I am tempted to just go there and explore them. And then here you go, the Abyss, where you've got the core, got the upper abyss and lower abyss. What's this place? I haven't been to that place. Oh, wow. This is what happens when I get sidetracked with a whole bunch of other games and stuff. So this is the one that was my main for a very long time. Always with the EverQuest 2 on the side, pretty much. But we actually ranked pretty well. I was ranked pretty much. I got up to... obviously I was never general. I never had that many points to be general, but I did make it up to Star Officer. I think I've pretty much dropped way below because I have not been earning any... No AP. Boo! Oops, I didn't shout that very well. I failed in my shout! Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the monsters we want to complain about. Come on, I'm talking to you. Okay. Did you hear you can get a free studio in Oriel? I have a free studio down there, by the way. I really did want to get one of the big houses, but the prices on getting and upkeeping the house, whoo, boy. Not something I can do. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. Enemy alert. Look at this. Oh, I got this pet October 15th, 2010. Wow. My pet's old. My pet's gonna be 5 years old next month. I think I'm gonna have a party for my pet. Its specialty is an alert, so if an enemy gets close enough, it gets this little siren over the top of its head and starts going woo woo woo. Okay, snuggle pet. Aww. Petting animation doesn't work when the pet is like over your head. So we can just run around Sanctum a little bit. So this is the main city. This is the capital city for the Elios. Elios are the ones that are mostly light-skinned. And Asmodians are the ones with darker skin coloring usually, and glowy eyes, and clawed hands, and hoof feet. Clawed feet. Something like that. I do have an Asmodian, and that is on another server. We're on Israfel here. What's the other server? See, there are 2 bars in the Sanctum. There's the tavern out on the outer docks. There's... You've got another one up here. Oh, no. That's the shipyard. Oh, actually, the shipyard, I think, is where the last dragon was spawned. And there's a tavern here. So, 1 tavern over here, 1 tavern over here. Lots of shops. PvP arena. Yeah, basically. Oh man, I'm kind of sad. I mean, we could have gone out and like been poking through the new lands or something, but the minute I do, they're going to come here and they're going to spawn something. That is exactly what's going to happen, and then I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss showing you guys because I'll have left. And I don't think I have any Sanctum scrolls. I do have Verteron scrolls, but I don't think I have any Sanctum scrolls. Nope, those are the Ingesons. Look at this, I have 2 more pets I haven't even hatched. Because they're 15-day pets, so... Oh, there are pets that pick up loot, pets that give you stuff, pets that alert you for enemies. How does Aion separate itself from other fantasy MMOs? Well, one of the things is there are 2 factions. A lot of them have 2 factions. The flight, which you can't do in a whole lot of places, sadly. You can glide, but the Abyss, where it's flight and PvP, that is pretty cool. It's really difficult to get used to, in my opinion, for me. It just always throws me off. Oh, come on. That cow sounds like a camera. Let's see. Whoa. Did Twitch just glitch? Oh look, I'm getting a tell. My bet is it is actually going to be... So, yep, I heard that. Looks like Twitch dumped you guys for just a minute, but we're here, we're back. And I received a tell, so my bet was that it was going to be a gold farmer, right? Let's check. Hi, Dara friends! Buy gold! I don't think so. Lock away. Something that this game really needed that was really awesome. The block list, where you could just click on the name and put it on the block list. And the block list actually has a maximum, but it like cleans your block list out. And they like go through and ban, delete people from blocks too. So those accounts go away and your block list gets cleaned out. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, MJ didn't crash. Twitch jumped you guys. Well, this actually, I mean, this is kind of disappointing. Because I was actually poised to go to one of the new lands. And I was going to show it all off. And then the timer came up, the announcement, you know, when the event timing was going to be. And so I thought, oh, let's definitely do that because that was so fun the year that I was in on those massive dragon fights. Yeah, unfortunately it reached a point for us and for my guild where it did become you putting so much time in, and this is a harder game to play casually. So, like right now, I'm trying to figure out what just happened. There's been another change because 3 of my skills have been removed, which means crud. I'll go out to fight and I'll be like, so that was an attack and that was another heal. So I have a lot of reshifting of things to do since I've been away from long-term play for so long now. Seriously, Ion's like in my heart forever. It does have housing now, and everybody that's level 20, I believe, can actually get free housing, or you can try to buy some of the other housing, but that's really expensive. And yeah, the game is gorgeous. I love going, even when I don't play regularly, I love just going to the new zones and looking at the new stuff. I mean, seriously, I will brave multiple deaths to run out and just see the beautiful new areas. It's amazing. Do I have a house in Aion? I do. I have the apartment. I don't think I have anything in my apartment. I don't. Alright, if the GM announces that it's going to be spawning a dragon or something, we will run right back. But I will go down and try to remember where my apartment is. But I love to fly. I love to fly. I love small airplanes. I love flight. I've gone bungee jumping. So
easy teleport, Deva?
I love to fly. So that is one thing this game seriously had going for it. Was
Aion, guide
the fact
your path.
that unfortunately not all the areas, but some of the areas you have flight around the citadels. Some of the zones you have flight around a little more. Not as much flight as you would want. And that's what this little wheel is too, is your flight is not indefinite. You only have so much powered flight. Okay, so my house is in the apartments, which are down here, apparently. Studio entry. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this character doesn't have an apartment. Oh. Well, if that's the case,
Easy teleport, Deva?
yeah, down here.
Safe travels.
And yes, I have 39 million, but trust me, that's not really a lot anymore. Alright. Oh my gosh, if I do not actually have an apartment on this character, I may not be able to get in without a whole quest line. So, hopefully I can get in. Shoot, that means this character may not actually have any of my furniture or anything either. Ah! Shoot! There was furniture that you could get. There were cabinets, And turns out the cabinets had a timer on them, so that really kind of sucked because then it all went in your inventory. I think my other character has a ton of inventory. Let's see. No, not pet info, door. Yay! And it's totally empty. Let's see, I have a little butler.
Deva makes bold choices.
You can travel to friends stuff. Look at that. Oh, let's pick a friend's room. Maybe it'll be decorated. We'll see if any of my friends have decorated houses. Has wallpaper. Looks pretty at least. Alright, that didn't work. Alright. These are all studios, so I don't have any friends that actually have... What is a Snoogle? Snoogles that's just the name of my pet. And put up some nice wallpaper, but again, no decorations. None of my actual friends or guildmates really play anymore, so I have not seen those friends online. Although I do know 2 friends from Aion who met in Aion, and they've recently gotten married. So what happens? Wow, nobody has any decorated homes, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, alright. Maybe all the furniture has disappeared. Last one we're gonna try. Okay, maybe a couple more, like Moo Moo Bunny. I think it's Moo Moo Bunny Lips. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, nobody has anything. This is actually how you leave your house. What the heck? I guess all of her furniture expired? Okay. Yeah, Moo Moo Bunny Lips. Not a single person. Alright, let's pull out another pet here. Let's get out. You guys want to... We've got a butt-scratching monkey. Cats, ponies, multi-headed dragons. Tigger's one of my favorites, really. Look at that little guy. Yeah, that's about me and my viciousness. Alright, last one. Because I know his house used to be decorated, so... Yeah, I think all of her. Wow. So that's sad. There are big houses in Aion 2. Now these are the free studio that every character over level 20 can get. So everybody can actually have a house, and you can get a housing buff if you like log out in your house or whatever. But there are some really big houses. Let me see if somebody will have them up. There are mega mansions. There are kind of some smaller ones. There's neighborhoods. You do quests within your neighborhood, and you unlock being able to upgrade your neighborhood and stuff. So that's really pretty cool. Yeah, there is no rent on the studio apartments. So, at least there wasn't last time I was here. The rent is on all the houses. So they have open world houses, and these are coveted. People, you know, work at buying them. You have to buy them off of the auction. See if we can find somebody that has a house that's open. This is just the house auction. See, like, look at this. Bids 40 million, 335 million. Woo! 500 million. Number 9 Palm Crest. So this one up here, 500 million, and it actually has 5 bids on it. Holy moly.
Welcome.
Jiminy crickets. Shall we fly up there and see what the big deal is for housing there? Oh, Starbuck, I have a ton of houses in EverQuest 2. Some of my private houses, I'm very proud of how they've been decorated. I decorated a guild hall for someone, very proud of how that turned out. And, oh, scary wallpaper. Really? Just 2 merchants? A merchant and a warehouse manager? Okay. Different roof styles. Yeah, I kind of want to go. I want to go look at that one. I just have to remember where our teleporter guy is. And I still have not seen an announcement about the GM spawning the anniversary monsters. I'm really sad about that.
Hold on a sec. I need to concentrate.
Wasn't it up here? Palm Crest. Alright, so we've got to go up here to the plaza.
Safe journeys.
Hey everybody who's jumping in. Hello, hello. Alright.
Easy teleport, Deva?
Alright, Sunset Coast. Oh. Apparently they don't like people teleporting as quickly as I'm doing right now. So Aion actually has a lot of stuff. The part that really, I think, started to wear
Wish
on
I
people
could travel more.
is when you like put the mana. It used to be when you put mana stones and stuff in your gear. Let me see if I'm wearing my gear that actually has a. Sorry, bird. Oh, crud. Sorry. Oh wow, this gear does not. Okay, so you can see I have 2 mana stones socketed. They're the 2 little orange squares, yellow squares, about halfway through. You could keep socketing, but once you put one in that broke, what happened is it broke all of them. So you could be trying to put your 6th one in, and if it broke all 6. And when these are hundreds and thousands of Adina to get them, that really started to drive people away. And same with you had enchanting. So I don't think my Stormwing set is enchanted any. Trying to see. Yeah, this set doesn't have most of my enchantments in it. I actually got most of them enchanted pretty well, and you'll see some of them have white ones or are empty now, because I broke everything. I broke it all. Now, luckily, they changed that system so that all it does is, like, break the one. But you don't. And when you enchant, it used to be you'd lose 1 enchanting level unless you got above 10, and then you got to 15, then you'd always drop back to 10. So it got to be really punishing for failing these RNG things that cost a lot of in-game money to do. And so it became really, really punishing to do that, and people would lose heart
Aion's
over
greatest
that.
gift to the weary traveler.
Okay, here we go. Palmcrest Village.
I wish I could travel more.
Oh yeah, Lotro, and actually that's another thing. My Lotro big guild house actually dropped. I was paying with a bunch of mithril coins or whatever, and apparently I didn't get in from vacationing, being sick, whatever. I didn't get in for a long time, and I actually miscalculated how far ahead I had paid, and when I went in to pay again, it was gone, and I'm just too brokenhearted. Literally, the way to make me lose interest in a game is to lose my character, such as the case with Fallen Earth. If you get rid of my character that I have spent time and my heart on, I'm not interested anymore. Or my housing. Literally, if you make me lose my housing, that is when I'm like, that's it, I'm done. I can't do anymore. Oh wow, fancy man butler. Alright, so we're looking for number 9. How do you tell which number it is? Because we're looking for number 9, Palm Crest. How do we know which one's number 9? Look at these places! Dang! These places are fancy dancing. Yeah, I think long after all my friends left, and we're off playing other things, and my other half had left, moving on to different games, I was still playing, and then I blew out. I think I ended up blowing up in all like 50 attack 5 stones, and if anyone who has played would know that attack 5s were the big, harder to get, expensive ones that you needed to put like on your assassin, you know, DPS, and I had blown up like 50 worth of them, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm not sure which of these is number 9. Where are we on the map? Oh, there we go, right here. We just found number 9. Bidding open. And basically, this is what I've never liked. It's... What the... Is there like... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Oh my gosh, guys! The same key that gets rid of all players on your screen gets rid of furniture. Oh my gosh. I'm like, you know, I'm running into something here as if there is furniture in the way and I can't get around it. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Who on earth makes it so that the furniture furniture disappears. Oh, look at this. A Shugo jukebox. That's pretty cool. Insta decorating. Oh my god. Okay. Now I gotta go see if I actually do have furniture in my home. Can I go home? Can I go to my home? Okay, well, so this is the one that is 500 million, guys. And you notice, this is what I think is a real bummer about these houses. Is, I mean, look at this. It looks like it's multiple stories, but it's not. Oh my gosh. I cannot... Wow. I'm glad I figured that out, but... Who would have thought that, getting rid of player characters would also get rid of furniture? Alright, let's go see if I have any furniture. Now I'm curious. Nope, I still don't have any furniture. What about any of my friends? Do any of my friends? I'm totally dying to know now if my friends have any furniture left. Oh, there we go. Look, see? Stuff mostly from like the Halloween. Okay, that tree is awesome. A Harvest Revel log cabinet. Oh my gosh. That is really cool. I like that. Alright, let's go see. Didn't we already try Moo-Moo's? I think we did. Oh, look. Another person to block. Oh, and of course, you can actually lay down on beds in this game, and, yeah. I look like a Lilliputian here. Yeah, I don't like hook systems at all. Alright, any other... Ah. And that is the other thing that gets me in a game, is... I love playing with friends, I love meeting friends, and when everybody moves on, I'm just like sad without them. They've gone away. Well, I mean, at least they have sitting in chairs, or flying in the air over chairs, I guess you could say. Maybe... Oh, seals! Congratulations, everybody. And, sadly, still no event mob. So, my apologies about that. Ugh. Yeah, SWG had brilliant housing. The only thing it was lacking, seriously, was you couldn't move anything up and down, right? So the only way you could put stuff like on top of tables is if you were lucky to have one of the housing things where there were stairs and you could like set on the stairs and then move it over and try to dress like that. And then Vanguard comes along and Vanguard lets you move things up and down and you're like, sweet! Then of course SOE gets Vanguard and you're like, oh please, 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 please move this feature into Star Wars Galaxies. Please! And I was like begging. I was begging the universe. And they did it. They moved it. So then you had the more range. EverQuest 2 is really close to it, I think. It has a really good housing system. But I seriously miss being able to name things yourself. Because naming them, you know, you could name
Hold on a
paintings,
sec.
ceramic
Need to concentrate.
tile. And
Aion, guide your path.
then you put them down on the floor, and when people come along and they inspect it, you've got ceramic tile. Where currently, if you do that in a So yeah, 6 years. Ion is still going. I think the other thing that really, really dampened my enthusiasm to come in and play is as you can see, at level 57, there was stuff I really did not complete. I didn't finish everything there was in the newest zones, not the very newest, but the new zones. I didn't finish it. A lot of it because I was playing on my own, you know. And this is a pretty good game for having groups of friends. It's a lot more fun. You get a lot more done if you're in here with a number of friends. So I didn't get very far, and then they made the announcement about, you know, upheaval, and those lands are gonna like disappear underwater and and I'm just like, wait a minute, I haven't even got to a part all of the game, and some of it's gonna be gone. And that actually, as much as I like story moving on, I don't know, it just really dampened my spirits. So you notice there are a lot less people here now. I think a lot of people have given up, which I can't blame them because I think we've given up too. So I'm very sorry, guys. I don't know what... Well, all I can say is I'm sorry that we did not get to experience the big GM Monster Bash for the birthday. If you have never played Aion and you just want to get a little feel for the game, you can do that. There's the fast track servers where you can get on, Uber XP bonuses, no PvP. You can just go quest, do your stuff, get a check out the flying and everything. The main crux of the game really is at the higher levels, and that one you may want to be sure to get into a group with, because it's very difficult to be in this game more solo. Or you could just come in and start collecting pets. You know, cute little pets that growl at your feet all the time. So, well, that is a anniversary look at Aion. I'm gonna have to be teasing certain Aion person I know, my contact of Aionness, to say, whoa, what happened? What happened? I did see the GM shout something out in the very beginning, and you know, we got the 4-hour buffs. They came in and gave the 4-hour buffs, but yeah, I'm not... Oh, look at that. Okay, now there's a picture. That's me. I am one with the gingerbreads. MJ and the gingerbread man. That's wow, that makes them all kind of bright, doesn't it? That's a new group, okay? MJ and the gingerbread man. That's what we're gonna be doing. Alright, everybody, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to give Aion a try, then there is a button right there on the stream post that will, you know, you click it, you know, you can play Aion for free, jump in, check stuff out. I have stuff. If you happen to be on Israfel, then I'd be happy to run around and follow you and heal you and stuff as you start to play and get a feel for the game. There are a lot of classes, which are really pretty cool. And, let's see. Anything else we can think of? I do have an Asmodean as well. I just don't remember the name of the server that the Asmodean is on. In order to tell you. Oh, you know what? While we're doing the final spiel, I'll do that. I will log to character select and I will find out what server it's on. How about that? At least we'll try. Hello? Escape. Escape. Whoa! Okay, we just got a mega buff. But still no GM. You know, the minute I log out, we know what's gonna happen. The minute I stop the stream, that's what we're gonna get. Alright, so yes, jump in, play Aion. There is not a massively guild in here, and nor would I convert a guild to it because I just don't think there are enough players that are in the game. Let's see. Server select. So, here we go. Tiamat. Tiamat is the server that my Asmodeans are on. So, if you guys want to check out the game, then let me know via Twitter or something, and I'll jump in with you, and we'll check stuff out, take a look at it. I think it is definitely worth taking a look at if you have not been in the game before, or if you've been gone for a long time. Log in to a full inventory and enjoy the joys of that. Be sure to catch up all your MMO news on massivelyop.com and stay tuned for a full schedule of OP TV this week, next week, and all the weeks coming up, guys. Thanks so much. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Later, guys.